Joining us now, women's 57 kilo, Helen Maroulis, Olympian, two-time Olympian. Congratulations. I know you've had a little bit of time to decompress. I feel like that's the wrong word to use, but a little bit of time to come down, doing all the photos and everything. How are you feeling coming out of that 3-rounder?
Oh my gosh, I all over the place, so many emotions. Wrestling, any sport, there's so many highs and lows. There's a lot in one day. So, but I feel amazing. I'm ecstatic. I'm so sorry. I literally don't have words, and I had time
That's
to calm
okay.
down.
If you had to use one word to describe how you're feeling, would it be ecstatic?
I would say grateful. I would say grateful
And why are you so grateful?
because I didn't know if this was ever going to happen. I didn't know if I was ever going to get back to wrestling, back on the stage. I didn't know if I'd be healthy. I didn't know if I would. I had no clue that I was going to be in such an amazing program at Penn State with so many great coaches and teammates, and even our women's team here. I mean, I'm so grateful for this journey.
Do you think after everything with the world getting turned upside down on its head in this past year, and now we're coming out of all of it, we just successfully completed the trials, the Olympics are on the forefront. Does this just make it feel all of that a little bit sweeter?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the COVID for everyone was real tough, maybe also real eye-opening, and again, it will make you appreciate things like the fact that the Olympics didn't get canceled, the fact they just got delayed, is incredible. So to come off that rough year for all of us, and then to get to have this, is truly amazing.
I want to give you the opportunity, if there's anyone that you would like to thank or anything in particular that you would like to say, give you that stage and that platform before opening it up for questions.
Oh man, there's so many people that I'd like to thank. First of all, my coaches with the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club, my support staff, Sunkiss Kids, my sponsor, my strength coach Chase, all the doctors that have worked with me and throughout the years. Oh my gosh, there's so many to name, and I'm drawing a blank.
That's
Um,
okay.
my family, and last but not least, God, for bringing me back here.
Was your family able to make the trip down to watch you wrestle?
My parents were, yeah, they were in the stands.
Good. Were you able to spot them after you won?
Yeah, they came up and hugged me, and I hopped the fence for a little bit and just
That's
cried in their arms.
love to hear that. Love to hear that. We're going to open it up. Jake Ferriet, go ahead.
Yeah, Helen, first of all, congrats. You talked about the teammates that you have in the NLWC. I think so. I cover Penn State. I think a lot of people, maybe on the outside, might not know that there is such a robust women's program at the NLWC. But having people like Jane Valencia and Jen Page there in the room with you, what does that do? Whether it's from a motivational standpoint, an inspirational standpoint, a wrestling standpoint.
Yeah, it helps a lot to, one, have other women there, because it's just a different feel, and two, just to have people pursuing the same goal as you. So Jane and I qualified at the Olympic trials, and so we'll be competing at the Olympics together. And I think it's just great to have a push. When I was living at home in Maryland, I just remember telling my mom it's kind of hard doing this on my own. And so just to be at Penn State and have the girls, and we're all helping each other, and it's amazing.
And just for detail, so when did you join the NLWC?
January
And
after the tournament in France.
and we heard from Kyle, we heard from Thomas, who are also sort of newer members to the NLWC. Just what has the support from Penn State, the community, what has that been like, and what has that meant to you? Being maybe a relative outsider at first.
Um, you know, being on the outside, I didn't know really that much about Penn State, and I knew that they were good at college wrestling, and then I actually got suggested that I should go up there because it was only a couple hour drive away, and probably like the first day that I was in the room, I was like, I know this is the place for me. There's just something different, and everybody's just so amazing. So the coaches are incredible. The staff, everyone, the support there is just amazing.
And obviously you've got an Olympic gold medal under your belt, world medals under your belt, but do you still find yourself learning from everybody in the room, whether it's some of the younger guys on the team, some of the coaches, some of the older people on the team? Do you still find yourself learning new things every day, even though you've got all these accolades?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I've really only been working on new stuff since I moved there, like only new stuff. And I just, that environment in the room too, everyone's so helpful. So, whether it's the guys, the girls, the coaches, we're there, we're teammates, we're helping each other. So it's such a good environment for learning.
Kyle Klingman, track wrestling.
Helen, were you healthy coming into this?
Um, I tore my MCL 2.5 weeks ago. It felt really good. Coming in, I took my first like full penetration step this last Monday, this Monday a couple days ago. So it felt really good when I was drilling the last few days, but it just got tweaked on in the second match. But even that, I think I knew adrenaline was going to help me get through it.
Kyle, follow up.
Yeah, you hit that same move in the World Finals. Was that planned going out there for match 3?
Absolutely not. That actually hurt my knee to do. But after the second match, I just knew even the first and the second match, I wasn't wrestling well, and the coaches just really helped me to kind of just get in the right mindset and just really go for it. And so that I don't think about what I do before I do it. That just happened and I hit it.
Jacob Ferry at follow up.
Yeah, Helen, having been at the Olympics before, having won gold before, how do you balance having the confidence of saying, I've been here before, I've been successful, with not getting complacent?
Oh, great question. Um, I think that I think it helps to be self-aware and to consistently check in. And I have like mentors and people that I help to keep me accountable, because you need to be self-aware and realize what are the things that worked for me before that I do great that I need to hold on to, whether that's a mindset or a way that I'm training or approaching things. And then also realizing, well, this is a different, quad, this is a different time around. So what are the things that I need to do differently and change? And I think having a different range of girls on the team, some younger, some more experienced. You kind of just all pull from each other, so that helps as well.
Got one for you, Alex Ozzie, NBC Sports. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey there, Helen. Congrats on making your second team. Curious, in terms of the MCL, is there anything that you need to do to like rehab it going forward?
Yeah, so when I heard it 2.5 weeks ago, they told me that I would have to be in a brace for 6 weeks. And I said, I don't have that. I have 2.5. What do we do? And then they said, well, if you want to wrestle, you need to get your range of motion back ASAP. So literally within 24 hours, I just did a bunch of therapy, had a bunch of people help me, massage, everything, all different techniques. I have compression boots, red light, whatever, and got the range of motion back within a day or two. And they pretty much said that it should heal as long as you don't tweak it again. So I'm sure it might be a couple more weeks now, and now I can be more safe about it.
And just to make sure I heard you correctly, so within the last 2.5 weeks, when did you kind of get back onto the mat and training again?
So the 2.5 weeks ago, when I heard it that Monday, I didn't get on the mat for the whole week. My mom drove 3 hours to pick me up from Penn State, drove me 3 hours back round trip just so I could make it to this doctor's appointment on Friday in Maryland. And, then saw my strength coach there and a couple other doctors and people, and then came back to State College. So probably for like a week I was off, and then we started taping it that following week and just biking and seeing if I could take a shot and stuff like that.
I imagine that, with everything that you've been through in terms of concussion and surgeries over the last couple of years, to have something like this that's maybe kind of minor in the grand scheme of things, but so close to Olympic trials, was there any doubt in your mind that you'd be able to make it here?
Not at all. In fact, like right when it popped, obviously I screamed and stopped. And then in my head, I was like, all right, I know I'm ready to win Olympic trials. Like, I just feel like there's always a setback along the way. And it could be a variety of things. It could be your weight cut, whatever. But for me, it just happened to be this tweak in the knee. And I really deeply believe that I was supposed to be on this team, that I'm supposed to go to Tokyo, that I'm supposed to win a gold medal. So I just had faith that that would come to pass, even if it wasn't the exact way I thought it would look like.
Thank you.
Kyle, did you have a follow up?
Yeah, just with those two matches, it is interesting that you wrestled Jenna to make that Pan Am Olympic qualifier, and you pinned her twice. Did you think she was going to come out like this and give you such a match, or matches?
Yes, I did. I saw the way she wrestled, and I also just felt in her spirit that she was on, she was ready, she was prepared, and she just went through so much in such a short amount of time, and whatever she did to be ready today, she did an incredible job. And yeah, so I didn't think that it was going to be some easy kind of match.
Kyle, any others? All right. And Helen, just one last one for you. And I know we already all know the answer, but want to hear it from you. Goals and expectations for Tokyo.
Be the best wrestler in person I can be, gold medal. Yeah.
Let's get another one. We'd love to see you bring home a second gold there. Congratulations. We hope you get healthy. Want to
Thank
make sure you
you.
take care of that knee, but enjoy the moment, celebrate with your family, and we look forward to watching you wrestle.
Thank you.
later
Thank
on
you
this
guys so
summer.
much for waiting too. I didn't know that that you guys were waiting for the whole time we were doing the photos, but
Hey, it's all the way the flow works with media and requirements and all that. We were happy to wait for you, but we appreciate it
yeah.
greatly.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, take care.